Okay, so if you're into devlogs of any kind, which I'm assuming you are because you're watching this video, you probably know who Dani is. And you also probably know about his upcoming game, Karlson, the 3D first-person action shooter with parkour and a sword that doubles as a grappling hook. Well, today I wanted to focus on something a little less in the spotlight. The original Karlson 2D made for the Mixing Game Jam. And today, I'm going to try to remake it. So this is how I remade Karlson 2D. Kinda, sorta. It was more of a fan game, but you'll see. Okay, so the first thing I did is I kind of just made some sprites for the background, the building, and also some basic player movement. So as you're about to see here, we got the little Karlson sprite. It was my first time doing pixel art, so don't judge me. But yeah, so just a nice little mini Karlson. That's actually why I called the game Mini Karlson, obviously, because I didn't want to bother with all the complicated movement animations of actually recreating the actual original sprite. Plus, I wanted to do some things original, so I just thought it'd be funnier to have a little tiny Karlson. So yeah, there you go. Little tiny Karlson. He runs around, basic movement mechanics, that kind of thing. Super simple stuff. And then, of course, as you can see, I later added the arm rotation. So, of course, now the arm will face the mouse cursor, as it did in the original game. So a lot of this was kind of, coming from the original game. Some of it wasn't, that kind of thing. And of course, as you can see, it's just super simple to set up. It's literally just, you set it to rotate towards mouse X and Y. And then, of course, as you can see here, I set it so that way when you press left click, a little bullet projectile comes out. So as you can see, this was super simple to set up. It's just a basic spawn system, that kind of thing. I had a collision for the bullet and whatnot because, I need a separate collision layer, that kind of thing. Most of this game was very simple to set up, and it was actually very fun to make too. So there's that. And of course, now as you can see, originally I did have a collision box for the enemy, but I kind of just changed that to being a collision, like the sprite itself, because the enemy collision box wasn't working out. And also the, that kind of death system where it sets visibility to the little body and whatnot, that, like, it worked for the player, but because there was multiple enemies later, it didn't work. So I had to kind of change it to the death system just being like a particle effect. So, yeah, and then, of course, as you can see here, I made it so Q and E can be used to toggle between slowing down time and setting it back to normal. So you press Q to slow down time, you press E to set it back to normal, which is different from the original, because in the original, it was if you let go A and D, then time will slow down. If you press it, it, goes back to normal. So it's a little different. Now it's more like a toggling thing. And then, of course, I added a basic respawn system. Just press R to restart. And yeah, there you go. Just some basic combat system, that kind of thing. And yeah. And of course, as you can see, we got the, it was super simple to make. This wasn't like a big project. And then, of course, as you can see, the main menu, I added the ability to toggle between muting audio and having audio on. Also, thanks to good little Kid Beats. I think it's Lit Kid Beats. Yeah, he's the one who made the song "Good Vibes." That's the one I use for this. It's copyright free, so legal. But yeah, so of course, as you can see in the menu, I gave him credit. And yeah, I'll probably put his link to his video in the description. So yeah, if you enjoyed this devlog, like and subscribe. Go check out the subreddit. Links are also to that in the description. And if you want to play the game itself, links to that are also in the description. And yeah, also make sure you join the Discord server. And I will see y'all next time.